Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the color guard presents the national colors, and then remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Captains tonight for the Bulldogs are number 3, senior Solomon Boyd, senior number 7, J.K. Davis, and senior number 10,
The 2021 season starts tonight here in Greenville, Texas, where Chapel Hill will play the Greenville Lions. Hello, everybody. I'm Logan Ward. Alongside me is Brett Sweeney as we kick off a new season of Texas high school football, and one that has some lofty expectations for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs coming into this one. Of course, last year went 8-5 in the season, went to the third round of the playoffs, something that was probably unexpected. Well, it's not unexpected anymore. Now Chapel Hill is predicted to go pretty far. They're actually number 12 in the state, and they get their campaign started off here on the road in Greenville.
I'm excited. This is going to be fun. Just the taste in my mouth has been kind of salty since the last time we saw the Bulldogs on the field. Lindale just ran into a juggernaut last year. Lindale just made a deep run, and so you can't feel too bad about getting knocked out by them and end up losing in the state championship. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this experience-laden Bulldog team that returns a lot of talent, a lot of experience, does here to open the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one as we are here in Greenville. Greenville from District 8, 5A Division II, so they are a classification higher than the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. But it's a good test here to start off for head coach Jeff Reardon in his third season here at Chapel Hill, and has had a pretty good run Of course, last year, like I said, third round of the playoffs wasn't really the expectation to get that far, but made a run. And now, high expectations for this Chapel Hill team, and we will receive the ball and get going on offense to start this game.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Bulldog Sports Network tonight. Thanks for joining us. Everyone out there, please share the feed so all your fans and the friends and family out there can check out the Bulldogs tonight.
Back to receive for Chapel Hill's Tyson Berry and Solomon McFoy. This is a short kick. It's going to be fielded and out of bounds. About the 35-yard line is Isaiah Brooks to start the season for Chapel Hill. So pretty good field position to start for the offense. Now this offense is the experienced group, 7 returning starters for the offense. But of course, this is the first varsity snap for Tyler Jones. And actually, start the game, Tyler Jones is not going to be under center. Deuce McGregor is under center.
A little Wildcat action here.
Gives it to Tyson Berry. You're going to try to get back to
he's
Tyler
open.
Jones, and there's Deuce
He's
McGregor,
wide open.
40-yard line,
Wow.
catches it at the 30, cuts across field, and this is going to be
He's
a first
gone.
play touchdown for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs.
I'd say that's a great way to start, Logan. First play, 1 touchdown. I don't think that Greenville was looking for that early.
Well, when your starting quarterback is not in the under center to start it, you're probably scratching your head a little bit. And what a beautifully designed play. That was Tyler Jones who threw the touchdown pass. They gave it to Tyler Jones, and his first varsity touchdown is a beauty to start the game. Adolfo Tamayo misses the PAT. Wow.
Well, that's surprising. I think I just read where he was perfect in PATs last year. And one of the stats that they, one of the returning players, and that's
Yeah, his first kick, I was going to mention it, but I didn't want to give him the broadcaster's curse, but now I can. So he was perfect all last season, but misses the first one in the 2021 campaign.
well, get that miss out of the way now.
Yeah.
Start over from scratch.
What a start for Chapel Hill. I mean, they had 2 receivers wide open. Deuce McGregor ended up with the touchdown grab.
Yeah, Austin Watkins was open too.
Austin Watkins was wide open
Either one of
across
them.
the middle of the field as well. Of course, Deuce McGregor is a preseason All-State selection and picked up really where he left off, especially in those playoff games.
Yeah,
he had huge 2 playoff games against Livingston.
He was on a roll at the end. I mean, it was impressive.
Adolfo Tamayo's kick is a little bit of a ground ball. Going to be taken down right around the 34, maybe 35-yard line, where Greenville will get the start.
That last touchdown was sponsored by Garcia Lawn and Care. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring our touchdowns this season.
So we want to get our apologies out early. We do not have a roster for Greenville tonight, so we're going to be playing a little bit behind the 8 ball here.
Nobody seemed
in
to
the
have one up
broadcast,
here.
but
I don't know what happened there.
we're going to do the best we can. First and 10, little swing pass out to the far side, and he is met immediately.
Duck him.
Isaiah Brooks
Wow. Brooks laid the wood on him on that
with
one.
a 4-yard loss to start the game, and Chapel Hill's great start
I'd
to
say
this
they're-
game.
They're ready. First 2 plays.
This will put Greenville behind the sticks. 2nd and 14 now for the Lions. Hand off up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, gets to the 40-yard line. Now this Chapel Hill defense has a lot of seniors. This is a senior-laden defense. The offense has a lot of juniors, but this defense is senior-heavy. Really led by senior Brack Dyler and J.K. Davis Thick route, that's caught. Going to be good for a first down, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is for. This one might be coming back.
Holding it. Let's see what they call here. Chop block.
We got a chop block on the offense, so that will negate the first down. It's going to be 15 yards and remain third down, so now they really have to do something. Nine of the 11 defensive starters for Chapel Hill is a senior. 7 of those are returning starters. Drop back to pass, going to try to evade the rush, and he's chopped down there by Brack Dyer.
There's that man. We'll be calling on Brack Dyer's name a lot this season.
Yeah, he had a fantastic junior campaign last year. Really came on strong.
It's almost like there's 2 of them out there. He's just everywhere.
Always making a tackle.
He's got nose for the ball and knows how to get there.
So the punt unit will come on for Greenville. Have to in this situation. 4th and 18 with 9:43 and counting remaining here in the first quarter. There's 2 players back to receive the kick. Solomon McFoy and Samari Willis. That one's going to bounce out of bounds about the 33-yard line, and Chapel Hill will take over. I'm not expecting a one-play touchdown on this one. We'll see if Tyler Jones is in the gun.
See if he'll line up for his first snap he'll take.
And it seems like he will. 4 wide receivers. This is a similar formation and a familiar formation in this Reardon offense. Samari Willis breaks the tackle. Gets stood up at the 40-yard line.
That Willis-Davis combo is going to be big this year, wearing out the defense, open up those receivers on the outside.
Of course, Tyler Jones, a junior, had played backup duty last year to Cam Ford. Cam Ford was kind of the do-it-all quarterback for this Chapel Hill team last year. Tyler Jones hits it to Deuce McGregor. He bounces off a couple tackles, gets the first down, across midfield, and into line territory. So Cam Ford was the quarterback last year, did it all in the air, on the ground, with a bulldozer on the ground. Nobody could tackle him. So Tyler Jones has some big shoes to fill. Not quite the player in terms of bruising, running style that I think we grew to see from Cam Ford last year. I'm excited to see what Tyler Jones does, especially with his feet. That was such a big part of that Chapel Hill offense last year. We'll see if Tyler Jones is kind of that same model of running the football. Last year was kind of you're in a sticky situation. Cam Ford is going to get a quarterback run. Tyler Jones throws it deep downfield. Solomon McFoy catches it and in the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow. Great pass by Jones, led McFoy for an easy touchdown.
And this is not the start that you want if you're Greenville.
No, but I'm pretty happy with it, Logan.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I like the way they come out. You like to see them starting out, with some fire. Looks like they're ready.
And Public Smiles kick this time is up and good. 13-0 our score. 8:08 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll take our first break here. You're watching Chapel Hill football here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Ralph Odemayo still going to be out to kick this one off, and Chapel Hill with a quick 13-0 lead. Here with 8:08 remaining in the first quarter. This one, another ground ball. This is going to be a good return. There's a tackle there. Demetrius Bripson, the freshman, comes in and makes the tackle before the Lions can get across midfield.
If he doesn't make that tackle, he could have been.
That's house call.
Yeah, it's a great tackle by the freshman.
Let's see if Greenville's offense can get anything going. Played behind the sticks a lot in that first drive. Head coach Darren Duke here at Greenville's returning 5 starters on the offense. This jet sweep on the outside. Strung out, Brack Dyer gets the shoestring tackle. And he gained 1 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. Greenville has made back-to-back playoff appearances and trying to get to their 3rd straight here.
Yeah, Dave Campbell got him preseason picked to make the playoffs, so this is a good, be a good test for Chapel Hill. 5A opponent picked to make the playoffs.
Dave Campbell has them at 4th in their district 8 5A in the Division 2. This was up the middle, just moving those feet,
Good run.
and going to be good enough for the first down.
That's number 24 for Greenville.
Tackle at the 36.
It's a nice run. Kept his feet moving. Just drug Chapel Hill's defense with him.
Get a 14. Another handoff to 24 up the middle. And another good gain. See the adjustments that Chapel Hill makes defensively. Last year, that was one of the hard things about this Chapel Hill team. They just defensively they couldn't stop the run up the middle. I mean, against Kilgore, Travion Epps,
How many times did that happen?
had like 400 yards. He was Texas Player of the week. And I think almost got to the most rushing yards in the game. This tackle was blown up. Daniel Waddleson
Wow.
read that play perfectly.
I think he was in the huddle. He knew the play.
I mean, he was running right at it. That's right there is film.
Yeah, he knew the play.
He knew exactly what was happening on that one. Met him in the backfield. Loss of a couple now, 3rd and 11 for Greenville.
Greenville's really lucky that the guy had the good possession of the ball right there. That could have easily been popped loose for a fumble.
Good play there by the junior Waddleson. Quarterback looking left, had a huge hole up the middle. Gonna get the first down. Oh, maybe not. They spot the ball inches short.
Just short here.
I'm sure that head coach Darren Duke for Greenville is going to go for this one. Down 13. Kind of needs something.
This is an early test on 4th down. Let's see if Chapel Hill can.
I'm Coach Duke.
Stop.
I'm running 24 right up the middle again.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
need
call.
about a yard.
If you've seen film, that's a good call. I like the call. Let's see what he goes with.
Little confusion there from Chapel Hill defensively. There it is. He bounces outside, tries to get it, and that's going to be real close.
It's going to depend on the spot, definitely.
That's going to be real close.
Chapel Hill thinks they made the
I think
stop.
Demetrius Person was in on the tackle on that one, coming in the safety position. Officials are going to talk about this one, and I think they're going to have to bring out the chains. Yeah.
For some reason, Chapel Hill thinks they've stopped them. Of course, I would too. They immediately
Any defense thinks they stopped them, and any offense thinks they got it.
Yeah. Their immediate reaction was, let's get the defense off. Let's put the offense on. We stopped them. It's hard to tell. It's on that far side. Very close. And
Ball here. They're going to say it's short. Chapel Hill will
that's a great stand.
take over on downs.
It's a big play on defense early.
This is going to be a big call here. Interesting to see if Chapel Hill's going to try to just go for the jugular and deep. Off turnover.
Yeah, Watkins out
Up at 13. 3 wide receivers near side. Handoff goes to Samari Willis. Gets a couple of yards.
Solid.
Tackled around the 30. Gain of about 4.
Just lull him to sleep, give him a couple of handoffs, make him think you're running it, and then hit him with a deep play.
DeAndre Williams in at running back. Fakes over to Tyson Berry. Berry can be pushed out of bounds, and there's going to be
That's a penalty on Watkins right there.
maybe a block in the back on Watkins.
Yeah. Kind of missed his block originally, and then tried to come back and get the block, but pushed him in the back.
Tyson Berry, the explosive player that he is, it's going to be interesting to see if he can stay healthy. Of course, his freshman year lost significant time. Was on varsity, but lost significant time. Last year missed a couple games as well. So see if Tyson Berry can stay healthy. But when he's on the field, he is electric when he has the ball in his hand.
Yeah, he's one of those players that just get in the ball and let him do what he does. And he's just so shifty.
So the penalty is going to bring Chapel Hill to 2nd and 11 now. Tyler Jones going to throw it out to Austin Watkins. Watkins going to turn upfield. Gain of a couple. They're tackled at the 32-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 32.
Man, get 6 out of that. Or 5. Didn't seem like that much, but man, I guess he can lean forward with that 6'5" frame.
Now, 3rd down. This might be the first 3rd down Chapel Hill's had, and they're going to complete it. Tyson Berry at the 40. Pushed out of bounds at the 42.
Nice job by Barry there. Just make the catch, get the first down. Move the chains.
Now, from these first 3 possessions, a lot more passing than we saw last year.
Well, I think part of it is Tyler Jones. He's more of a passing quarterback.
Seems like it so far. Hasn't ran the ball once. DeAndre Williams is going to get caught in the backfield.
Cam Ford is so electric, you had to use his feet. So you got Tyler Jones, which he may run the ball more towards as we get going. You know, they want to start getting comfortable. You know, you don't want to all throw your cards out there early. I like what they're doing with him though. They're using their handoff, simple passes. I mean, minus that first play, that trick play, all of them been not anything fancy.
No, but all good routes, and all of them have seemingly been wide open. Another reverse. Deuce slips up in the backfield. Gain of a couple. Or loss of a couple, excuse me.
32-yard line got him a tackle there.
I'm going to bring up 3rd and 13 now.
Sometimes that's all that can bring him down himself. He's just so shifty.
J.K. Davis in the backfield, 2 wide receivers on each side. Jones steps up, looking for someone to throw it to.
Ooh, that's a
nice move. Throws it up to Tyson Berry. Does he get his feet in?
He's out.
Let's see what they call incomplete.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. It's a great play, though. What a move by Tyler Jones there.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call that.
Just shifty, just kind of just stop and go and let the defender run past you. Bold move throwing it up to Tyson Berry. He's probably, what, 5'5", 5'6"?
I think that's a reach. He's not one you would throw it up to, and if that had been Austin Watkins,
yeah,
that would have probably been a lot.
He did make the catch, just a little bit out of bounds.
Yeah.
So the first punt now for Chapel Hill. And
well, essentially, if he throws an interception, it's a punt. So I like the play.
4th and 18. Tyler Jones going to punt off for the Bulldogs. Good punt there.
Oh, nice.
Running backwards as the defender tries to cut upfield. Does. Makes a man miss. Cuts across field. Finally dragged down at the 40-yard line. the 41-yard line.
I think it's an interesting dynamic that your starting quarterback is also your punter. You can bring in some plays later in the season that, just to make people think.
That happens quite often, actually. Your quarterback is your punter. Remember a couple of years ago, Andrew Black was also the punter and the quarterback.
It just opens up the playbook a little bit, especially when you get like at that iffy zone, whether or not you're going to punt or you're going to have to go for it.
2012 and 2013, Andrew Black was the starting quarterback and the starting punter for the Bulldogs. Hand off. This one's going to bounce outside. Demetrius Brimson just kind of knocks him out of bounds. Brimson, a freshman that is going to get a lot of playing time this year. He's big, athletic. He's going to make plays for him. Going to play safety. I believe he's the backup quarterback.
That's impressive. That freshman group they've got is a really good class, too.
This one's up the middle. There is a flag down. We'll see what the flag is for. Flag is thrown at the 48-yard line on the far side.
Offsides there. Decline.
Offsides, and that's going to be a first down for Greenville.
Yeah, that 8th grade group last year, the freshmen this year, we covered them one game here on the Bulldogs Sports Network, allowing 6 points all season long. That's impressive.
Now, I will say, those are some big freshmen. I will admit that.
They are very large.
Another handoff. This one's stopped, but minimum gain.
It says a lot for Brisbane. As long as much talent as they have right now in this field coming back, that he's on varsity. That says a lot right there for that young man's talent.
The other freshman that is listed on the roster is Ricky Stewart, but he's not suited for the Bulldogs tonight. He played last night. I don't know if he played on the freshman or the JV. It might have been the freshman team. I think freshman won like 34-6. Another handoff.
That's without their starting quarterback that's out here on the varsity.
Greenville, I think, is kind of starting to set something up here. They keep swinging out there. They have two running backs, and one kind of swings out. So we'll see if they try to do a little misdirection here soon. Greenville, like I said, picked 4th in District 8 5A. It's the district with Ennis, North Forney, Royce City. Those are the top 3 that Dave Campbell's have picked. And of course, Buchanan, Crandall, Sulphur Springs in 40. Oh, he is hit hard, but his ball is caught.
Man, J.K. Davis. Just
great play there to come back to the ball by the receiver, but J.K. Davis lit up the quarterback.
Man.
The quarterback, he got up and
he popped up. I don't know if that's adrenaline or a big play or, man.
Might have been a little bit different if he dropped the ball.
I'm hurting up here in the press box on that hit.
54 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Greenville knocking on the door. And we'll see if they get in.
I think he got in.
Stopped at the 3-inch mark.
Man, it's not. He has to be real careful. Yeah.
Greenville's not going to back down.
That was a huge play. I mean, it's absolute perfect. And the quarterback's not going to be liking that tomorrow probably, but I mean, just got the ball off and completed it to his man.
2nd and goal. First red zone possession for Greenville. Hand off up the middle. Easy. Oh, and he fumbles.
I think he got
Ball's back on it, though, so he does get across. Touchdown, Greenville. Pretty good drive there for Greenville.
Yeah, it was a lot of just kind of
started about the 40-yard line, 60-yard drive.
They kind of lulled him to sleep and hit that big play. Got him down inside the 5 and punched in.
60-yard drives results in 7. Chapel Hill still leads 13-7. 9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. You're watching the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax lien, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with the property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
Back to receive, and they're just going to kick it to Isaiah Brooks, who kind of loses it out of bounds. Now 8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, so maybe a one play. We'll have probably time for one play. We'll see if they just decide to run the clock and switch sides here. It's a pretty night here in Greenville. It's a little hot here in the press box. No AC, but we work with it.
You're being kind, Logan. It's pretty warm. Breeze through the window feels pretty good, though.
Halftime, I might go down there and sit in front of that industrial-sized fan.
I think it's a good idea.
Pass out to Austin Watkins, almost picked off, but able to corral it. Got to the 35, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. Chapel Hill leads 13-7 after 1 here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Solomon McFoy cuts across field. Deuce McGregor cuts again. Deuce McGregor into the end zone. Touchdown. Flag on play.
Where was that? I don't know how that could be anything there.
I mean, if they call a block in the back, I guess it would only be on Solomon McFoy, but there would be no reason for him to have done that if that was the case.
He was 20 yards behind Deuce, and Deuce was already going to score. Man, that'd be a huge penalty right there.
I think they called it unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe.
Oh, no. Coach Reardon's not going to like that. That's what the call is. I didn't see.
Referee's going to go talk to Coach Reardon.
He's probably explaining to him. Did there some kind of showboating? I didn't see anything. But
I was not paying attention down. I was watching Deuce run across the field, so I didn't see what happened here.
I didn't see
near side, but it was the line judge here on the near side. So that's going to avoid the touchdown.
Wow, that's a huge penalty. I'd like to see that on film just to see exactly what they called. I was looking at Deuce too, and I didn't see him do anything.
No, I didn't see him do anything either. It had to be something here close to this near side, and the only player over here is Solomon McFoy that I thought of. But nevertheless, 10:34 touchdowns off the board. Tyler Jones going to keep it and going to get to the outside. Another flag thrown in from the back judge.
Man.
Holding.
Well, I think that might answer the question if Tyler Jones can run, because that looked like a pretty good play there. Unfortunately, his team didn't help him out, and definitely a
holding call is going to negate this touchdown too. So back-to-back plays that negate touchdowns. I think that's number 3 or 4 on us, but 2 of them have negated touchdowns. So
huge ones, yeah.
That's demoralizing.
There's been a block in the back over here. There's been a sportsmanlike. That one, that's 3 for sure.
Handoff Tyson Berry, got plenty of blockers in front of him and going to step out of bounds right around the 6-yard line.
He just ran out of room.
And that's going to be good enough for first down, so now it's 1st and goal.
If he had another foot to the left of him, he would have scored. He doesn't need much room.
And J.K. Davis is in. J.K. Davis is a big back. We'll see if he gets it here. There it is. Tyler Jones keeps it, loses the ball, picks it up. Going to try to make something happen in a...
Well, the good news is he was able to get the ball back.
That's a loss of 13.
A lot. Yeah, we're going to be...
Loss of 13. So this...
2nd and goal from way back.
So this possession hasn't worked out in Chapel Hill's favor. 2 negated touchdowns. And a loss of 13 on a fumble. Jones rolling out. Goes to Watkins right into coverage. Interception.
Well, if you're Greenville, you got to be thinking, wow, we escaped that drive. Gave up 2 touchdowns, negated by penalties, and then get the pick.
Oh, that whole possession is going to be
I don't want to be in film tomorrow.
Whew. That's going to be a rough one. 2 negated touchdowns, penalty after penalty, and it ended up interception. And I don't know if Tyler Jones just didn't see the corner sitting right there.
It looked like he just underthrew him almost, because it wasn't even. I believe he was going for the far side there, but
there's 2 defenders in the way. I thought he just might not have seen that corner sitting right there. But
either way,
Greenville now with 9:33 in the second. It has some life. Handoff stretches it to the outside. Bulldogs everywhere. Racks them up. Loss of 1.
If you take away those first 2 possessions, Chapel Hill, what was that, the first 4 or 5
Bulldogs just haven't been able to capitalize.
Yeah.
Moving the ball is not the problem. Then just get stuck.
Just kind of some mistakes here and there, and Greenville's got a chance. They go down and score here. They take the lead. It just doesn't feel like the game is, like the score is way closer than the actual game.
Pass outside. They're just going to swing it out to the running back, and he's going nowhere.
That's going
Going to bring up third down now.
no gain and maybe a half-yard gain, if anything there. It's going to be a big stop here if the Bulldog defense can respond and kind of bail the offense out after the offense kind of ran out of gas there at the end of the drive.
I will say this defense does look improved. I don't know if it's just another year under the system, but this defense swarming to the ball, being in the right position, has looked pretty good.
Yeah, under new defensive coordinator Craig McFarland.
And there's a huge play there. Isaiah Brooks breaks it up. And I know that's one thing that the coaches talked about this week is these corners crashing to these stick routes that the Greenville team likes to run. And Isaiah Brooks has done it multiple times today of just crashing that stick route.
He almost ran the route better than the receiver there. I mean, it was a great play by Brooks.
Isaiah Brooks paying attention in the film study. Now two returners back. Going to be Solomon McFoy and Demetrius Britson. The freshman's going to get it. See if he's going to take off. He is. And is going to get wrapped up. Ball inside Greenville territory, so Chapel Hill will set up with great field position. There is a flag on the play. It's a chop block on Greenville. So Chapel Hill will get extra yardage. And now they'll start with even better field position. Oh, actually, they're going to say it's a chop block on Chapel Hill, so they'll lose yardage here.
Wow.
And now they're in their own territory. Ball spotted there at the 37-yard line. 7:55 remaining in the first half. Chapel Hill still leading 13-7.
They need a spark.
It was a one-play touchdown on the first play of the game.
We could use another
And
one.
in the second possession, I think it only took 3 plays to score. And since then, offense has been able to move the ball but not capitalize. Here's Jones, handoff, middle. I think that's Kevin Brooks getting his first carry of the day. Gets it across the 40 to the 41.
I almost forgot about Kevin Brooks. That third head of the three-headed machine. It's good to see him get some carries. Let those other guys rest. We got guys playing on both sides, so
Both Samari Willis and J.K. Davis play on both sides. This pass out to Tyson. Very tries to spin out of a tackle. Not quite enough for a first down. Good close.
good team effort for Greenville there on the wrap-up. You can't let Barry slip out of those tackles because one missed tackle and he's gone.
So Greenville last year 4-5. Last year overall 2-3 in the district play. Didn't make the playoffs. Jones steps up, fades a rush, cuts across field. Tyler Jones has plenty of space. One man to miss. Beat, he does. Touchdown.
Nice.
No flags. And Tyler Jones gets in the end zone.
That was a great play by Jones. Just used his athletic ability.
It's a 54-yard touchdown run from the new starting quarterback, the junior. And Chapel Hill looking to add the PAT. Oh, hold is bad. Stone's going to have to try to make something happen. Breaks a couple tackles and wraps up. So some kinks to be worked out in the special teams. Score, Chapel Hill 19, Greenville 7. You're watching Chapel Hill football here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Locally owned drive-through coffee shop is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Short,
stacked
up by one
Bulldogs. Serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs. Whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax lien, short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with it.
Greenville is
all the
first and 10.
0220, or visit our website at www.bigtechhome.com.
And off up the middle. Stopped. No gain. Second and 10 now. Maybe a gain of 1, so it might be second and 9. I said this Chapel Hill defense last year really struggled against the run. Kilgore's Travion Epps had a monster game. I think he had over 400 yards rushing for Kilgore in that game. Of course, last year we also had to deal with Lindale's Jordan Jenkins, the Baylor commit, who's now in Waco playing. And so, and center had a really good, I think his name was Horace Grant, who played Horace did. And this was picked off by Solomon McFoy under duress. Was the quarterback. Threw it short, and Solomon McFoy, the senior, the leader of this defense, comes up with an interception, and Chapel Hill has a great opportunity to stretch the lead even more here with 5:40 remaining here in the first half. Solomon McFoy, a top-notch player and a top-notch dude. He represented Chapel Hill at the East Texas Coaches Luncheon. He went with Coach Reardon. And I guess they call him Coach Rio too. Matt Reardon, who is head coach Jeff Reardon's brother, the assistant AD, joined his brother Jeff here in Chapel Hill this year. And Solomon McFoy represented Chapel Hill at the East Texas Coaches Luncheon over the summer. And Chapel Hill will get a delay of game penalty. Let's see if it's a delay of game or a timeout. They're meeting. And the 24-second clock is going to continue now, so maybe a little confusion. And now, Aaron Duke's talking to his coaches, and now 7 on the play clock. This is Demetrius Brinson who's in, and he's going to get the ball and run to the left side. Pick up a good play there. So Demetrius Brisbane's in the game now at quarterback. And we'll see how long this stays. I don't see Tyler Jones on the sideline. I thought he did kind of get hit a little weird on that PAT. So now the freshman here in his first varsity game is going to be the quarterback. Hand off to Kevin Brooks. Brooks makes a nice move out to the outside. Kevin Brooks Can he get into the end zone? Shoved out of bounds inside the 10.
Nice run there by Brooks.
I was wondering to start the season how much playing time Demetrius Brimson was going to get at quarterback this year, and already here in the first game, it looks like he's going to get a couple snaps.
Gotta hope that Jones is okay over there. It's hard to see over on the sideline.
Brimson running out to his left, runs straight over a player, and he's going to be down right at the inch mark.
Nice run.
Man, the freshman is not scared. Went straight at him. Didn't try to make anybody miss. Went straight at the defender.
He was trying to score. Let's just be honest.
He went straight at the defender. That's a good sign.
Well,
Freshman's not scared at all of this moment.
And that's a good thing. And you don't want Jones to be hurt here, but hopefully he's not. But you get the freshman here, get him some snaps. So if something does happen later down the road, you need to put him in. He's got a little game experience.
4:23 remaining here in the first half. Little pitch to Tyson Berry, who sneaks in. Touchdown, Chapel Hill. I guess technically that would be Demetrius Brimson's first touchdown pass.
Yeah.
A little shovel pass to Tyson Berry in for the score, and Demetrius Brimson gets his first varsity touchdown.
It's a nice little easy touchdown pass. Not going to get much easier.
And I know the scoreboard is wrong right now. It says 84. There we go. 25 to 7 is the score. I thought that 84 looked a little wrong. 4:17 remaining. Looks like we might get a timeout. Chapel Hill will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 25 to 7 is the score. 4:17 remaining here in the first half here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
All right, so 2-point conversion. Tyson Berry with a little flip pass to Austin Watkins. 2 points good. 27 to 7 our score now. Tyson Berry came in, little Tim Tebow, little touch pass. Austin Watkins wide open in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 27 to 7 our score. 4:17 remaining here in the first half. Now, offensively, Chapel Hill doesn't have that much they lack. Last year averaged 31.5 points per game for the Bulldogs. Already at 27 to start this one. You remember last year, though, they started out with a lot of points against Glendora. I think they put up 62 points in that first game against Glendora last year.
I've been impressed with the defense. As good as the offenses look, the defense has impressed me more because when it comes down to it, if you can't stop anybody, you're going to have a bad offensive night. So you're going to have to rely on the defense at some point. So I've been very impressed with the defense.
And tonight, the offense has helped the defense here. Up 20 with 4 minutes left. You can kind of let loose a little bit on defense and go after some things that you might not be able to with a 20-point lead. Back comes the Greenville offense through an interception last time to Solomon McFoy. We'll see what they have planned here. Blitz coming. That's going nowhere. J.K. Davis with that blitz kind of blew up the play. I think the hole that the running back was going to, J.K. Davis had kind of filled it already, had him make an adjustment on the fly, and Bulldogs all over the place.
Another good stop for the defense there. Just can't say enough about them tonight. Been very solid.
Pass, running, quarterback's going to take it up the middle. Gain of a couple, brings up third down. About 3rd and 4 now.
See, even right there was a lot of room there. They were able to close it down really fast. Went from last year, that might have broken for a first down. They were able to hold them to 5.
That's what you got to do in these situations. That new new defensive coordinator, Craig McFarland. And Greenville will take a timeout, 2:56 remaining here in the first half. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Bulldog football here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Third and 4 now for Greenville as we get this one going. Bobbled snap. And a shovel pass, and that one's caught on the fingertips. Spins out of tackle, and Bulldogs everywhere. J.K. Davis comes in and cleans up. Out here on the first Friday night of the Texas high school football season. Last night had a couple good games on Thursday night. Crosby and Carthage. Of course, Carthage won the 4A Division II state championship last year. Crosby was in the 5A state championship. Those two teams met yesterday. And Crosby got out to a 17-7 lead at half. Ended up losing 24. Crosby 20-7 in the second half to take the win. Extend their winning streak. Another timeout by Greenville. I guess just trying to get something happen here. We've got 2:01 remaining here in the first half.
We got some time here. I'd like to thank our sponsors again. Income Portfolio Strategies, Ebenezer Church, Wooden Bean, Brady Missenberg with the Property Shop Group, Big Tex Home Investments, Century 21. Get all our touchdowns tonight are also sponsored. I'd like to thank Hector Garcia. Thank him for sponsoring. CNA Lawn Care, Mowing, Tree Trimming, Landscaping, and more. Give him a call.
Greenville's going to decide to punt. Solomon McFoy returning punts there. Drops it. He's going to pick it up at the 10-yard line, trying to make a man miss. Cuts across fields. McFoy's got speed. Tries to make a man miss. Slung down and flags everywhere. We'll see what this is. This might be a blindside block on Chapel Hill.
He ran pretty much the entire width of the field there.
1:45 remaining here, and Chapel Hill is going to be backed up into their own end zone. It's going to be half the distance to the goal, so they will have the ball right around the six-yard line. Give you a couple of scores from around East Texas. Tyler Legacy 21, Lufkin 10. Texas High is beating Tyler High 21-10 in the second quarter. Looks like Tyler Jones is back in at quarterback.
It's good to see.
For this seemingly final. And is that another delay of game? Another delay of game for Chapel Hill, so back him up. He has half the distance. What's 3 more yards?
Yeah, I'm not going to move him back too much farther.
I'm trying to figure out why we've had 2 delay game penalties already. Back to pass. Jones looking right. Going to have to be careful. Throws it up, and he stepped out. That's going to be a safety. That's I think that's just a young quarterback.
Yeah, he didn't realize where he was until he'd already stepped out, I think.
So safety for Greenville. That's going to lead the score 27-9. Now Chapel Hill will come out and punt. So Greenville will get the ball back with 1:38 here in the first half. And it's been a sloppy game for Chapel Hill. Even though you're still leading by 18, it's been a sloppy game. Should be a lot more.
Yeah,
at this point.
A lot of penalties, a lot of little mistakes.
Delay games, penalties.
PATs missed.
And
PATs.
I mean, it's the first game of the season. Some of that is expected to have in your first game of the year.
Yeah, Coach Reardon and staff will get that cleaned up.
Yeah.
No doubt in that.
Give you a couple more scores around. Big Sandy 33, Tyler All Saints 0. White House leading Forney 20-0 in the second. In a good game, I think, Nacogdoches and Kilgore tied at 7 in the second quarter. Hallsville beating Henderson 13-0. We play both of those teams. We'll play Hallsville here in about 2 weeks. Henderson, last game of the year. So that's going to be one to watch. Pine Tree 6-0 over Liberty Ilo. Lufkin leading Kaufman 14-6. We'll keep you updated on those games throughout the remainder of the night. Dapo de Mayo kicks off. Gone around the 20-yard line. Greenville's the one area they've had success has been kickoff returns. The 34-yard line, Jaden Mayfield makes the tackle. Minute 30 remaining in the first half. The second quarter seemed like it's been a little while. The penalties, the timeouts.
It's been a long quarter.
Back to pass. J.K. Davis coming off the edge. And it's going to be false start. I thought I saw the right tackle move. False start.
Speaking of penalties, there's another one.
Greenville has not had many penalties tonight. The Chapel Hill defense last year allowed 38 points per game. But so far tonight, only allowing 7 in this opening contest. 2 wide receivers each side. Quarterback drops back, looking to his right, tells the receiver to go, and gets pushed out of bounds. Right around the 39-yard line.
And you mentioned it up top about the defense having so many seniors. I think that's part of the reason why that you see so much success. You've got a lot of guys returning, a lot of guys experienced. This is going to be their 3rd year in the Reardon system. So they've, started to,
really understand it, really click.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch tonight. It really has.
Roll out to his right. Deep pass, has a man behind the defender. Isaiah Brooks. Ooh, little underthrown. Brack Dyer was in the face of the quarterback. And that's been a big thing tonight. This quarterback has had no time to throw.
Yeah, he's gotten pummeled a few times tonight.
It's been the linebackers coming out of that linebacker position and just causing chaos.
Davis teed off on him one time, but he's been.
Brack Dyer got a hold of him there too.
He's been hit a lot.
And quarterback's going to take a breather.
He may want to just come sit down. He's like, guys, give me some time.
3rd and 16, maybe not the best time to take a breather, but I mean, if you're hurt, you're hurt. And Greenville will take their final timeout. 1:15 remaining in the first half. We'll stick here. Don't have much time. 1:15 remaining. Greenville with that final timeout.
Thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We hope you are enjoying tonight's broadcast.
And just like the team, we got to work out a little kinks. It's been a whole off season since we've put on the headsets.
Yeah, it's been fun though. We enjoy doing this.
We got to work out the kinks as well.
Yeah.
I didn't get it all full off season of a broadcast.
What happens when you have a kid?
Yeah, I know.
It's been your off season.
That has been my off season. I don't think he appreciates me doing play-by-play for basketball, Olympic basketball, or Olympic rowing. Me doing play-by-play for it. I'm sure he got real tired of it.
Well, I personally, I'm sure you echo that. I'd like to thank our wives for putting up with us, letting us get out here and do this.
No new quarterback in, and speed from the quarterback position almost across midfield, about the 49-yard line. And we'll see. Chapel Hill will take a timeout, so fourth and 6. Coach Reardon's going to try to get the ball back, and we know we got some explosive offense, so maybe try to get something going. Trying to get something going here at the end and put an exclamation point on this first half. Starting quarterback for Greenville is going to come back. This 4th and 7 play, and they don't have the punt unit out, and just try to draw them off sides.
Also could do a little squib kick if they wanted, I guess. There's nobody back, so.
Right now, that would be a hard place to squib. Nope, he's going to try to get the 4th down conversion, and they're going to make the catch. Enough for the first down, but there is a flag, like Brett said. We'll see if it's anything, and usually right where that is, it's a holding penalty.
Yeah,
usually.
Read my mind there. They threw it right to the offensive line, so we'll see if that's the case. Oh, first foul. Another chop block.
Chop block, I believe that's going to be 15 yards. Now you'll punt.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's a second chop block tonight. Not one of those calls you see a whole lot of.
I'm sure Coach Duke of Greenville is trying to figure out who is getting that call. Going to try to correct that. If they're calling it, you got to correct it. Samari Willis and I think Solomon McFoy back to receive the punt, and that's one of the good things about having so many athletes on the field. These safeties are just going back to field the punts.
Yeah. So if they get in that directional punting game, you've got guys on both sides that they could probably line up about 4 or 5 guys back there if they wanted to.
Yeah, they've had a bunch of different returners. Samari Willis, Solomon McFoy, Demetrius Bribson's been back there. Plenty of firepower for this Chapel Hill team. 52 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll see what kind of play Chapel Hill pulls out. Offensive coordinator Johnny Irvin. Been the offensive coordinator here, I think, all 3 years that Coach Reardon's been here. So this is third year in the offense for all of these people. Tyler Jones going to step up, tries to evade the rush, throws it across to Deuce McGregor, gets behind the defense. McGregor
He's gone.
going to high step in, get into the end zone.
Wow.
No flags. Touchdown. Man, this team has some big explosive play.
It just takes one. It's a second one-play drive of the night. Just shows the offensive explosion.
39 seconds remaining. Wow.
They only used 16 seconds there. Wow.
Chapel Hill trying to add more to their lead. Tamayo's kick is good. 34-9 with 39 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll stay here until the end of the first half.
And don't leave us. We're going to have tonight's band performance. Shout out to Mr. Hewitt. He's unable to be at the game tonight. Hope he's enjoying tonight's broadcast as well.
What an offensive performance tonight. Now, last year, Chapel Hill only graduated 10 seniors. This year you have 16 on the roster.
That's still not a ton. The defense is where it will.
Yeah, the roster body class, 16 seniors, 21 juniors, and 5 sophomores, and of course the one freshman in Demetrius Bribson. And so still have some talent. Tamayo pooch kick over to the 30-yard line. Again, Greenville's going nowhere on that one, but that's really where they've gotten most of their yardage has been in the kicking game.
They're kind of slippery. They would have slipped through tackles. That time, Chapel Hill had 2 or 3 guys there that didn't let them get away, but a couple times tonight they have, and able to make some nice returns. We'll see what Greenville decides to do here. I imagine they're going to try to do something here, down 25.
They're either going to try to do something or they're just going to take a knee and go to half and try to regroup. Either way, Greenville's going to have a lot to work to do if they want to try to get back into this one. Flag on the play. Pass is caught, but there will be a...
It's on the line. Legal. Is that legal motion?
A lot of this is to be expected. Like you said, it's first week.
You did say they hadn't had a lot of penalties while ago.
Yeah. And then here we are. You know, there is a big difference between a scrimmage and a live game. Coaches aren't there. It's, you know, they're not there barking in your ear right behind you after you make a play. They're even in the live portion. It's a little different than having the bands, the cheerleaders, the drill teams, the fans in the stands. Running back bounces outside, gets across the 30-yard line, taken down by Brack Dyer. And the clock will still run. Under 20 seconds now in the first half. It's been a productive first half for Chapel Hill. A couple of touchdown passes from Tyler Jones.
It's like Greenville just let it run there.
And that's going to do it for the first half. Great start to this one for Chapel Hill. They lead 34-9. We'll take a quick break and be back for the halftime performance here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, live fair breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax liens, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhomes.com.